everyone, I'm back for number 2 video on dental implants. So I talked a little bit about a couple tips that I had for you all, including go to sleep for your surgery if you can, be put to sleep. And number 2 is do everything in a 1-stage process. If you have to do it in a 2-stage process, then go to sleep for everything. So we talked a little bit about the 2-stage surgery that I opted for, which was, remember, putting the screw in and leaving the abutment off for the time being, which would not ruin the quality of my implant if I were to bite into something that could jeopardize my implant and the success of it, and so I opted on not having the abutment on. Let's talk a little bit about my consultation. At that time, I had to make a payment plan for my surgery, which I did. I think my surgery ended up being about $4,000 out of pocket that I had to pay. My insurance covered, I think, $800 or $900 of it, which was pretty much my anesthesia, and I paid around $4,000 for that tooth. I actually broke it up into payments on a Care credit card, which ended up working out for me because it's just so expensive. Between braces and everything, I think these teeth were like close to $18,000. So it's just so much money to spend. And I just felt like if I can break up the payments and be a little bit more conscious of my spending, then I could pay it off a lot quicker. So on the morning of surgery, I went in with my mother, who is amazing, and she waited on me. They put my IV in, which scared the living crap out of me, and I do not like IVs at all. And I went to sleep. So I woke up, and the weird thing about this anesthesia that they give you is that you can like get up and walk, and you can respond to commands. So if he tells me, Mariah, touch your nose, like you can touch your nose, but you don't remember. So it's really weird because as I came to, like I had walked in, I got up from the table and then walked in the room where like it was your post-op or whatever, and my mom was there, and I'm like, how did I get in here? They're like, oh, you just walked. What do you mean? We told you to walk. So it was really, really weird. He asked what kind of prescription that I needed, if I wanted Vicodin or Advil extra strength, and I'm actually allergic to Vicodin, so the only thing I can take are Percocet or Advil. And he just said, you know what, Percocet's gonna be too strong for you. Don't do the Percocet, I'm not gonna give it to you, so let's just do Advil. So I was like really scared because I was nervous that this anesthesia was gonna wear off and then I was gonna be in excruciating pain, and I was not in pain. Shockingly. I actually went to work the next day, which was a little bit of a mistake. I wasn't in any pain. I took some Advil. It felt so much less painful than those expanders and braces. If you guys have braces or something and are watching this, or you've had an expander in the past, it's so much less. Dental implants are not a big deal. It's not that bad at all. I think it's something that's kind of hyped up just because it seems really scary. So I went home that day, took some Advil extra strength every 4 hours, woke up the next morning, went to work, which I shouldn't have done, and then stayed home that following day because my teeth hurt. So what I would suggest to you all, this would be tip number 3, I think, is stay home from work the next day if you can. Just give yourself an extra day to rest and give your body a break, and then go to work the following day. So after that, I waited about, I can't even remember, like 3 months I think, or 4. So my gum healed. I had like a few stitches on there, which just ended up dissolving and came out. They were like, massage them with your toothbrush and the stitches will come out, which I thought was really weird. I let them fall out on their own. I thought it was really gross to like massage a stitch out, so I wasn't gonna do that. And 3 months later, I went in and he said that he would pay for me for free to go to sleep, which I decided to stay up, which was a little bit of a nightmare. As we're coming into an end on this video, I will continue to go on with my dental implant story. Didn't realize it was gonna take so long to tell this story, but don't be at the edge of your seat or anything because I got a lot more to say about my step 2 part of my surgery. Also, just before I end this video, is that I was really careful about wearing my retainer all the time and not biting too much into the front of my teeth as that tooth was healing. Because keep in mind, I actually had dental implant surgery on this tooth. So that tooth is fake, and I wanted to be really careful since you know I didn't have a tooth there, so I didn't want to bite into anything and jeopardize my implant not working, because if your implant doesn't work, you got to pay for another surgery. I hope this helps a lot of people. I think that's the biggest reason that I made this YouTube channel in the first place. So go ahead and like this video if you like part 2 of my story, and go ahead and comment below if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to answer anything that you guys may have. I couldn't be more excited to tell you guys more about this experience, and you guys are awesome. And go ahead and follow my Instagram at Mariah Navit _. Talk to you all soon.